the game was very mysterious, and a lot of the people in the panic, would open up these books and they just couldn't understand what they were reading, right? Yeah. And then they had really scary covers in the 70s, right? If you ever look at the old covers, there's these enormous, they're actually Ifrit genies, but they're big and red and they have horns and fire coming off of them.
Right, yeah.
By the 80s, they said, we can't have covers like that anymore, guys. It's bringing too much heat down on us. But that was part of it, right? It was how new and alien this all seemed.
Yeah, and then they sort of switched over to the Vargas art style. Is it Vargas? The sort of famous sword and sandals, dragons, super buff and sexy people fighting dragons.
Yeah, I don't think Frank Frazetta.
That's the name I'm looking
at. It was certainly Frank Frazetta-esque.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, totally. And it's weird because, you would think nowadays, parents seem to have much more of an issue with sexuality than they do with violence.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Although, there was strange stuff too in the first edition of D&D. Like there's famously in the Dungeon Master's Guide, there is a prostitute table where, if the party meets a prostitute, you roll a die, and maybe it's a wanton wench, or it's a saucy tart, or it's a brazen strumpet or something. And I think these were mostly just added as a joke, kind of to see what would happen. And of course, you can imagine what the Christian right did when they found the prostitute table deep in the back of the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Right, yeah. The brazen strumpet, man, if ever I open a restaurant, that's what it's called. I don't even know what that means. That's awesome. Yeah, well, I have to admit that, some of the first nudity I ever saw came from D&D books. It might have been part of the thing that got me involved.
It was probably like a harpy, though, or a
lamia. Or the succubus, or, they had the Egyptian cat goddess Bast. There was a lot of nudity going on up in there.